Hi guys. Hopefully everybody's having a great Memorial Day weekend. Joined here by a little one here. Say hi everyone. Um, so she is the one you guys saw in my silicone box opening. And I don't know if you guys ever get to a point to where you really are struggling to um, think of names. And I'm pausing because literally as I was getting ready to say something, um, I think I may have a name for her. I think I just literally, as I was just brushing this hair and thinking about her, I think I may have come up with something after all. So yeah, what are you doing to my hair? She has very, very soft, wavy mohair, and it is so soft, and it has waves in it, it curls and stuff. And never been the best at hair, as you guys know. Say hi, aunties. So she has little curls and everything. Um, and I think I may even have a little red, white, and blue. See how that just lays there? Really fun. I think I may have a red, white, and blue thing for her, but um, outfit that I could have put her in today for Memorial's Day. But um, as I've been going through stuff and reorganizing, I was able to find this, and I said, you know what, just go ahead and put it together. Because I had to redress a good deal of my babies um, and all that stuff. So there we go. See, we got that in our little hair. Can you see that, aunties? And it looks like she's bald in some places. She isn't. There's actually hair there and all that stuff. But I think as I was just brushing her hair, it came to me. I'm going to call her Tiffany Blue. You guys can let me know down below if Tiffany Blue is a good name. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Say, yeah, aunties. And I'm going to put her in this. Say hi. What I don't like is that when I put her down, let's see here. I want you guys to be able to still be able to see her. She is just precious. So, basically, I'll just skadoobly her closer. Basically, I'll just do a details video because when I got her, I didn't get a chance to go over anything. Hey, hi. About my silicone Tiffany Blue. Um, but she's been weighted very, very well. She has a floppy head, and she can take a Pessy, as you can see. She has a full head of hair that I was brushing through, and now it's got back tousle because she was laying down. Um, Turn her this way. That's what she looks from the side. And turn her back. And her head will fall back if you do not support it, which I love because makes her so realistic. And she has one kind of closed fist, and she has one hand that's open, fingers here. So yeah, and she has, of course, the silicone leg. She has a cloth body, so she is what we would call a partial silicone. And as far as, let's see, details, her ears are pretty well done. Ear-wise, you can see that. And she has, let's pick a little lump up here. Let's see. Let's keep this a little bit back. Say hi. She actually has blue-gray eyes, which I'm not quite sure if you guys can actually see so well in there, but her eyes are blue-gray. She has rooted eyebrows, and she has glued-on eyelashes. Her little hair. um, so Tiffany Blue, that's what she'll be. And so let's move her back here. Because I have been in love with the color Tiffany blue. Anything Tiffany, anything blue, this beautiful blue, like a sky blue, or powder blue as I call it. And so she's the best of, I guess, both Tiffany blue. And so yeah, but she's just precious. And oops, and this is actually it's a rabbit attached to her pacifier here, which I just thought was so cute. That was from the original mommy that I got her from. So a little bit about Tiffany Blue, so I can tell Tiffany Blue's story. So Tiffany Blue is she is a I think I say it's Ecoflex 30. So she has soft skin, but it's not quite as at least I think she's 30 because it's not quite as soft, I think, and squishy as it could be. It's got a little bit of firmness to it. So I believe she's an Ecoflex 30. Oh, let me show you her little feet, or her big feet, because she has nice size feet. See that? Those little tootsies. And it's like, Bobby, what are you doing to me, Mommy? You're just torturing me. Let me take this one off, because in this foot, I'll show you something. Just be gentle. Get these little footies off. Let me show him this foot. So this foot, oh, she's got good weight to her. This foot, the toe, this last baby toe, was actually damaged, and it has been repaired. Right here, there's actually a reformed piece on the end that, if you look at it, doesn't quite 100% match. But as far as someone taking a tiny tip of a baby toe and re-putting it on, I think it was amazing. Amazing job. So that was her, I guess you could say, defect. And the other thing is her mouth is open, but it kind of has like a little cut on the edges, which is not, to me, a bad thing. I think it may have even been made that way so that she could, so she could take a passy, I'm thinking. But yeah, I saw her. So let's do story time on her. Story time on Tiffany Blue. That's what I'll call it. Happy Memorial Day and story time on Tiffany Blue. With little Tiffany, I actually basically I saw her. She came from Facebook. I remember, guys, I was doing the videos on where do I get the babies from. Okay, so she was actually a Facebook baby, and ended up being ended up knowing her mom somewhat, because I think her mom may have adopted a baby from me herself before. So when I saw who it was, I was like, oh, okay, I know her somewhat, and had correspondence with her before. And so when I saw her, Mother's Day was, well, this is before Mother's Day, but it was a few months before Mother's Day when I saw her. And a friend was very kind enough to say, you know what, if you want, something for Mother's Day, and you see it, now, let me know. And I said, wow, I see this baby that I've kind of got my eye on, and but I don't know if if I can get her, and if she would be able to work with me on layaway. And but you never know until you actually ask, someone if they will, or if they're open to it or not. And the worst thing they could say is, no, I'm not. Big deal. Okay, move on. They're not open. And sometimes people are trying to sell the babies or adopt out the babies because they are going to use that money to turn around and get another baby. So they really need the money right then and there, which I can definitely understand. I mean, there's some times where I have had to not be able to do layaway for people, and that's if the price is so like low, or I have something that I really need that money for. But if I don't have something that I really need that money for, then and the price isn't too ridiculously low, I guess you could say, then I'm open to layaway, because I understand that, people want them and they just may not have, all the funds, and they really want to hold that doll because they don't want someone else to purchase the doll before they get a chance to. And if I feel that the person is really going to pay off on the baby, that I'm not taking the baby off to the side. And a lot of times that's why you'll see, with layaways, they'll be non-refundable for the deposit, because that person's taking a chance on the fact that you, a potential mommy, will indeed finish off the layaway and pay. So if they take the baby off the market and you don't finish the oops, I'm about to knock everything, and you don't finish paying, then they've lost their opportunity to, this makes me look so wide. I love the blouse, but it makes me look wide. But yeah, then you lose the opportunity to, sell that baby. So if someone is kind enough to do a layaway for you, then make sure you're honoring, the obligations, making payments, so on and so forth. So anyhow, this little one, I was basically treated to, and I started making the payments, and a friend would give me the money, the financing, and I was making sure that I was paying him, and she was able to come home. And when she came home like right before Mother's Day, so it was like perfect timing. Um, and the mom was kind enough, as you saw in the box opening, to send even goodies with her, which I did not expect. So yeah, so I made payments. I got her, again, I knew about the situation. The mom sent a lot of pictures about the foot and about anything she perceived to be a defect, if you will, or an imperfection. She's looking like, hi. And I was like, cool, I'm perfectly fine with all the defects. And she kept, wanting to be sure. Are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, yes, I'm positive. I'm perfectly fine with her defects. So that's, Tiffany Blue is, weighted very well. And you know what? I have her certificate, and I have not put her on the scale, but I believe on her certificate it does have her weight on it. But I just, I don't, I'm not big on having to know the weights and the sculpts and all that stuff. And I guess, oh, there's a little head flopping back. And I guess I don't have to know a lot about them. She's like, oh, mommy, oh, mommy. And she's just got that total babied up. Her little hair just got frizzy again. Her head just turned. Hi, auntie. So the little head turns, but she's just a perfect little pudding pop, and she may be 19, 20 inches. I'm thinking maybe even 21 inches, but she's a nice size baby. And yeah, so Tiffany Blue, she could take the Pessy, which I liked. It was just something about her, when I saw her and I kept coming back, she was still listed. Nobody had picked her up. And when I circled back around again and I said, if she's still there, I've got to, figure out how to make it happen for little Tiffany Blue to, come home. And I circled back again, and because she was up for sale for a minute. She may have been listed for a month that I can remember, but she may have even been there longer than I, had become aware of her being there. So yeah, so she's adorable. Blue-gray eyes. She has a light, kind of light brown, almost golden, sandy brown hair, ethnic baby. And she's just like awesome. I was so blessed to be able to get her home, and thank goodness for people that do and can work with you on layaway. So it does help quite a bit when you're able to do that and you're able to bring them home and stuff like that. And I also have two other babies One is silicone and one is a very prominent sculpt, Reborn. And